Hello and welcome to the WarDawg Trail podcast. I'm your host, Sergeant WarDawg. We apologize for broadcasting late today. We happen to run into some technical difficulties, but we're up, we're running. Today we don't have host Tomo. All right, remember Tomo's not tuning in. Tomo is our Australian Army veteran combat engineer that served in the Afghanistan war. All right, but Tomo's not here for this episode. Because he's tuning in from Thailand. All right, let's go with some quick announcements before I bring you a Marine Infantryman with multiple tours in Iraq, as well as a backcountry hunter. And yes, I'm talking bear. I can't even explain it to you, man. Everything we're about to get into with this guy. All right. Now, this is a Marine, like I said, a grunt, an infantry Marine that I served in Iraq with in Fallujah, walking the streets. He was dodging snipers, he was dodging IEDs. He's the truth. With me together when we served in the 3rd Battalion, 4th Marines, Kilo Company, out of 29 Palms, California, the Marine Corps Air Ground Combat Center. All right, quick announcements though. Remember, you can buy my book. All right. You can buy my book, The WarDawg Trail, a Marine Rifle with War and PTSD. The book is available on Apple Books, Audible, and Amazon. All right. You can also even find it on Walmart.com. All right, moving on. Remember, this book won an award. All right. It won an award as one of the best Iraq war books of all time by Book Authority. All right. Moving on, you know that our outdoor TV web series, Sergeant WarDawg TV, is where we showcase, Marines, infantrymen, war veterans, combat guys, tier one operators, Rangers, SEALs, Delta, anybody that's used to the outdoors and combat and law enforcement, first responder. Hey, this is just another form of what I call war veteran entertainment. Okay, remember we have the Psych Ward Gang. All right, the Psych Ward Gang is simply our acknowledgement of mental health in the military community around the world. All right. We're tapping into war veterans from everywhere. Hey, from those going on to the in the Ukrainian and Russian wars right now. We like to speak to grunts, frontline operators, special operators, hey, on both sides, because we know after the gunfire and the bombs, they're both gonna go through hellified time trying to transition to the civilian world. And that's why we started with the psych ward gang. All right. 9 times out of 10, you go into the psych ward mental health facility in the US, you're going to run into another war veteran. All right. Together, they form and create psych ward gang. Military veterans is their means of survival. All right. Last but not least, our nonprofit. All right. Our nonprofit, Camp Doghouse, is now actually a 501. Always wanted to, figure, hey, all I do is sleep out here, all I do is sleep out here with a tent and my guns. And that happened to be the kind of break and the Mojave Desert. Yeah, this is finally it. Finally got it up. As soon to feed these homeless war veterans, house them in our RVs. We can build a cell tower out there, just as I've seen other camps do. We can be solar powered, just as I've seen other camps. We will be able to have Wi-Fi, hot water, plus inside their RVs. We're going to have everything running off generators and whatnot. All right. So even within the camps, within their individual understand you. I understand how devastating war can be. Definitely understand how devastating combat can be as a Marine grunt. 3 tours. All right. Plus the first day of the Iraq war, damn it, when I was 19. All right. I understand how debilitating and devastating this can be on men, on their minds, on their lives, on giving up. All right. But at Camp Doghouse, we offer hope, bro. Check us out at campdoghouse.org. Again, we have now been approved as a 501c3 nonprofit organization. Our EIN is 99424 1826. All right. Also, you can reach us at the new business phone line. All right. At 407 494 2352 or by email info@campdoghouse.org. As I said, all donations to us are now tax free, as well as tax deductible. Okay. So, any donations you want to provide for the camp for our homeless war veterans in the Central Florida area, please do. We are now able to accommodate you, and your donations is tax deductible. Okay. Last but not least, remember we got Team WarDawg. All right, myself, Vice President, and our 3 female shooters that are a part of the WarDawg Ladies team. That are female shooters, as well as they rep the female gear and wear, and we already have Pro Hair USA pink headphones or earmuffs for the range for them. And these aren't just regular earmuffs; these are Bluetooth earmuffs. All right, from Pro Hair USA. The WarDawg ladies have a pink pair, and I have a pair. These are Bluetooth, which allow you to be on the range and take calls and listen to music with Bluetooth installed for these Pro Hair earmuffs. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, as I said, this is episode 142 of the WarDawg Trail podcast. I now bring you the one, the only Mr. Manuel Randy Ponce. All right. U.S. Marine, U.S. Marine Infantryman. All right. As well as now, that's infantryman multiple tours, let me say. That's infantryman with multiple tours in Iraq, all right? And I'm not even sure if he went on to Afghanistan, so he'll tell you the rest, all right? But Mr. Manuel Ponce, welcome to the show, boss. Thank you for coming on.
Hey, what's up, man? Thank you. Thanks for having me, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Definitely, bro. All right, to start us off, while I get everything worked out here on the screen, can you let us know where you are and where you're from?
Yeah, so I'm from California, the LA area. I grew up in area, LA, Long Beach area. Yeah, that's where I'm at currently at right now. So that's it, man.
All right, cool, good deal. All right, now, if you don't mind, whatever you want to get into or skip, walk us through your childhood and upbringing to you eventually deciding to join the Marines.
Childhood upbringing, single mom, two sisters. Uh, I always played sports. Grew up active, played sports. Never really got into too much trouble growing up. And I think like all of us, I think all of us like GWAT vets, I think we all joined because 9/11 happened, right? So like 11th grade, that's when I decided to sign
Definitely,
up.
bro.
Yeah, I joined the late entry program. Did that. I think I was like a junior when I signed up. Uh, no, I was a junior when I signed up, junior in high school. And so I had that whole senior year where, just getting ready for the Marine Corps, just getting ready, going, working out and stuff. And then boot camp comes around and it's more mental than physical. So the physical part, blew out the water. It was pretty easy, but the mental part, yeah, that was something. That was kind of it was funny sometimes. But yeah, man. But that's about it, man. I just wanted
All
to
right.
get into something. I didn't want to go to college. I wasn't feeling all that college, and I didn't really know what to do when I was younger. I'm like the war popped off, and I'm like, well, there we go. I guess we'll figure it out as we go. So
All right. All right. Now let me know specifically amongst the other branches, why the Corps and why the Grunts? Why the infantry, bro?
'cause they had the best commercials, right? They had the commercials that pumped us up, like they're doing now. You see the new commercials coming out. The new commercials, they're starting to get badass again. So they had the good commercials.
Yeah.
They got the whole reputation behind them, reputation behind them. So yeah, man, that's it. And then actually, it's funny because I remember I was in 10th grade, and I remember this. That's when 9/11 happened. When I was in 10th grade, and I remember this girl that I had a crush on, right? And she mentioned something about she's like, oh yeah, my friend's brother's a Marine. And then, she said it like a Marine, like, like, oh yeah. So I was like, shit, I want to do that. So then that's another reason. But yeah, man. And then as far as infantry, man, I mean, I didn't want to do nothing else. That's why, in my opinion, that's why you join the Marine Corps. I wanted to go straight to grunts. My recruiter, he tried to veer me off into being an aviation mechanic, because I scored decent on the ASVAB test. So he kept trying to veer me off to go, aviation. I'm like, oh man, if I want to do something like that, I'll just go to Navy, or something like that. But so yeah, I was pretty from day one just hell bent on infantry. So
Good deal. Now, I actually can't remember right now. What did you choose within the infantry? What's your actual MOS?
I was an 11. So yeah,
All
that's what I
right, all
chose. I'm a little
right,
guy.
all
I'm a little
right.
guy. So
Okay. Hey, me
yeah,
too,
man.
bro. Me too. I'm 5'8" and bow legged. Why you think I? Hey, all right. So check it out. We are both 0311 infantry, right? All right. Now I serve. Excuse me, Mr. Ponce here served multiple tours in Iraq, and at least one together. We both walked the streets, Fallujah, together, dodging snipers, IEDs, and everything in between. All right, so Mr. Ponce, after you decided to join the Corps, all right, before you walk us through the boot camp experience for you, all right, tell me how you feel, because I was tripping over this and I had a problem with it. When I arrived at the airport in San Diego, I was tripping at the fact that I could look right outside the airplane window and see the what is it, the rappelling tower saying US with the USMC letters on it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, you you know, especially during that time, 9/11 and whatnot. You have any issues with that ever? Or you notice it, or what's up when you flew in to San
Nah,
Diego? You
nah.
ever
So
notice
I'm
that?
from I'm from California, so San Diego's a 2.5 hour drive. So we were in buses when we pulled up.
Okay, okay,
Yeah. So
okay.
um,
So you
nah,
never
that didn't
seen
really.
it from the airport?
No, I didn't get to see that over aerial view of MCRD. Nah, I had no
No,
idea. I just
hey,
went
I'm
to the bridge.
talking not even an aerial,
Oh, just
not an
the
aerial.
tower.
Once the
Yeah, I
plane
mean,
lands, you when the plane lands, you can look out the fucking plane and see our big ass rappel tower,
yeah,
USMC. When you're on the tarmac, touchdown. I had a
yeah.
problem with that. I didn't like that feeling at first. Like, okay, it's 9/11 terrorists. You showing we right there training? What the fuck? As soon as they get
Yeah.
on the off the plane from international areas, they look right there and see where we getting down.
You talking about some like OPSEC, huh? Some operation security right there problems.
Well,
But
yeah, yeah. Because like I'm telling you, if you're an outside guy and you fly into San Diego, you
yeah,
ask any other Marine,
see everything
unless
right
they
there.
change it, they'll see it. You can see that big ass, and I'm not talking about as you're flying in. I'm
Yeah,
talking once you land, bro. You can look to
yeah.
your what left or some shit, and you like, damn, that's the
Mhm.
Marine rappel. That's where they do it. And you see them jumping down. You like, damn, boy, the terrorists know where the fuck we train now, don't they?
That's funny. Yeah, no, I actually never even flew in right there. So I never even thought about that until you actually said that right now.
Yeah,
But
bro, that's
yeah,
crazy
man,
shit. All right, so walk us through, man. First day you hit boot camp. What's up? Walk us through whatever you want to talk about.
just trying to get through it. Just what the fuck to expect? You going through it. All you see is videos and stuff. But once you get through boot camp, so I got like a meritorious promotion in boot camp from having like a high PFT score. I don't know what the Marine Corps does, like the top 5% of
Oh, let them
the.
know PFT. Let them know PFT.
Yeah, so
Some
I
of
don't
them don't
remember my
know.
PFT score, but it was like I had like a top score,
Oh,
one of the top
hey,
scores.
PFT is a personal fitness test
Oh
in the
yeah, there you go.
Marines.
Yeah. So I got meritoriously promoted out of there to PFC. Got out when reality hit is when I think going to SOI, School of Infantry. That's kind of when it hit because you remember SOI too. I'm sure you're senior to me, so you like a year or two ahead of me for sure. But every Friday when they would let us out to go on Libo, we would we'd get up on these bleachers, and then they'd have like the weekend. What is it like? What do they call it? The brief, the Libo brief, right?
Safety
And then
brief. Yeah.
they
Hey,
like yeah
everyone,
the safety
libo means liberty. All right. That
yeah
means getting
so
off for the weekend.
yeah so they tell you stuff like that, like if you tap it, wrap it, be don't drink and drive, all that stuff, right? And then at the end of it, we used to always kind of like a moment of silence. And this is in SOI. And we used to have a moment of silence every Friday for the people that were in Fallujah at the time in 2004. So I
Oh,
just
for
remember,
real. For real.
yeah. So
That's love.
I remember just every weekend, every Friday, going through that moment of silence, and they let us on the weekend, right? 8 weeks up, I think SOI is 8 weeks. I go, we all get put into our units, right? So they call it out. They're like, all right, guys, whoever the next names I call, they're gonna be with 3rd Battalion, 4th Marines. You guys are in 29 Palms, and guess what? You motherfuckers are leaving Iraq in 2 weeks. So I was like, okay, the fuck. So then my name ended up getting called. My name ended up getting called, and I was like, holy shit! I thought I was gonna go home after this SOI, and I pretty much got sent on a bus and got sent to fucking 29 Palms right away. Um, and I didn't even fully check in because we went to Iraq like 10 days later or some shit like that. Uh, and yeah, that was cool. But it also hit too because I was introduced to my team leader, which is Guzman. So Guzman was my team leader, and
Bro, he was my
I'm
team
blessed.
leader. When border to Iraq, he
I'm
was my
blessed to
team
have him.
leader, bro. That's a dope leader out of Chicago.
Yeah. Yes, it is, man. I give everything to that dude, man, because he took me in, he taught me, he was cool with me. He's like, hey man, if anybody fucks with you, just let me know. He was like, I don't care, I don't give a fuck what you do, just know your job. And I'll do my best to teach you everything that I know. That's how he said, just do your fucking job. That's all he cared about. Just do your job and know your job and keep learning your job. So I was like, oh shit. And it's funny because Guzman had glasses on, he had those big glasses, so he looked like a dork. I'm like, this dude, But Guzman's badass though, man. So, but yeah, so that's I got sent
Yeah,
to
he is.
you guys, and I was put with Guzman, and then yeah, man, and we went to Iraq like 10 days later. So
Right on, right on. All right, now this is something I've heard, but obviously with me being an East Coast guy, I never get to experience or anything like that. Um, I have always heard that at SOI West, they really look at the 29 Palms Marines as being like hard asses. Is that true?
I don't know. I
Like,
was only
being a
29
little
pounds. Well,
tougher than
I mean, we could kind of.
no at
I think.
SOI. At SOI.
Oh,
Like
an
when the
SOI.
SOI instructor pulls up, Holtzman used to tell me, Holtzman used to
Oh
tell
yeah,
me that whenever
yeah.
the SOI guy pulled up, like all the instructors and all the Marines, they would get they told like, hey man, coming out of 29 Palms, those motherfuckers are hard, bro. They're in the desert. And I never heard that in the East Coast, so I was just wondering what you got to say about it.
No, I didn't hear none of that up. I didn't hear none of that up until I got to 29 Palms. But nah, 29 Palms, we do have the
Okay.
best training, in my opinion. I mean, everything's live fire. I think I think 29 Palms. I mean, everybody has to go to 29 Palms in order to go to Iraq, right? They got to go do the workup. Fuck, I forgot the
Mojave
workup. What is it
Viper.
called? Mojave
Yeah.
Viper. Yeah, there you go. So, I mean, that
It
says
was
something
called
right there.
Mojave Viper unless they changed it.
Yeah, who knows what it
Yeah.
is now. But yeah, talk about Holtzman though. Holtzman was in our team too. So it was me. So it was Guzman, the leader. Holtzman was the saw gunner. We had Lee Singer, and then it was me. So I had, as a boot, man,
Okay.
as a boot, I'm thankful because I had, all you guys that, you guys were already fucking on your third, you guys were on your third deployment already. So, I got blessed to get sent to you guys and a bunch of like, proven combat veterans to learn from. So yeah, I appreciate you guys, man.
Right on. Right. Hey, no, but check it out. We appreciate you for having the balls to join us, homie. You get it? Because we would have all been alone if you didn't step up. You feel me?
That's
Yeah.
funny. But yeah, man, the Marine Corps
All right.
is good, It's good because it's like not growing up without with a single mom, without a father. The Marine Corps was the father that, I never had really in the beginning. Like I never had like a grown man yell at me and shit before. So to really teach me some stuff. I never shot a gun. The first time I ever shot a gun was
Hey,
in the Marine
okay.
Corps. So
Okay. Hey, and you're from the urban part of LA, right? Kind of like me. I was in the city of Orlando. You don't really get
yeah,
out to the country to shoot, right?
yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because you can't. Shit. You can't. So I get you, man. I
Yeah,
totally get you. So
Monzo's from
walk
like
us.
an hour away from me.
He's how close?
Monzo, well now he's in Texas, but he grew up like an hour away from me, like in the LA area. So Monzo,
Did you guys know each other?
yeah, he was in Monzo. No, not before. No, we didn't. I met him after. Yeah,
Oh, not before. Okay.
yeah,
Okay. Okay. All
yeah.
right then. Good deal, man. So let's talk in. Okay. You pass well, like you said, man, you passed boot camp, you passed school of infantry SOI, which is where we get down and we learn the basics of handling business, right? Room clearing, hand to hand, the whole nine, grenades, first aid. People don't understand. You know how it is. You will meet people, say some guys that lift weights, and some guys that shoot guns, and some guys that swim, and some guys that are into the medical field.
Yep.
then some guys that are straight into guns and shooting and that sort of thing.
Hmm.
No one understands that all of these things that these guys do must be encapsulated and combined for all ground operators from every branch. Some people don't get that, right? You and I do. If you don't mind, from what you've seen, especially on social media, plus your own opinions, talk about the fact that a guy needs to be able to combine all of these things, not just be an expert in one, but go ahead, spit game on what you know as a Marine grunt, rifleman, infantry,
Oh yeah,
multiple
no,
tours in
for sure,
Iraq.
man. Like, yeah, I mean, that's what I believe in. What you just said is, like, I'm not an expert at one thing. Like, I'm not great at one thing. Like, I like to just be kind of good at a lot of different things, you know. Um, I like to, like, I compare it to this, like jujitsu. Like, you got a white belt and then you got a black belt, right? Like, purple belt's in the middle. Like, I just try to be a purple belt at a lot of shit that I do, like competent in a lot of stuff I do. Um, yeah, but you definitely got to be well rounded when it comes to. But you learn all that in the military. You get all that bunch of knuckleheads together. We all got different good traits and bad traits, and we bring it all together.
Right on, right on. So walk us through the little bit of time that you were in the fleet before taking off to Iraq. What year did you say it? What time? What was year? What year and around what time was this? Did you go to
I,
Japan with us?
no, I didn't go to Japan. I got
Okay,
there in
okay,
um to the fleet December of 2004, I think. I got to you guys because
okay, okay.
when did we go into deployment in January, right? In 2005, I think.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep. Oh, so you were there when we got that bad damn news about going back the third time before. Were you there before Christmas when they messed
Um,
up our Christmas plans?
I think so. If I wasn't before Christmas, it was like right after, but it was around that time. Yeah, because yeah, you guys got pulled in last minute to go replace. Uh, I forgot what unit. I think it was 3-1, right? I think we want to go relieve 3-1, or was it? I
I
forgot
think it was
who
one.
we relieved. I
Yeah,
just
I
remember.
forgot who, bro, but it
I
was
just
out. They were
remember.
out of Hawaii.
I just remember relieving them at the flower factory. That's all I remember.
Yeah,
When we got to the
yeah,
flower factory.
because they were combat ineffective after that major push in November, also known as the Second Battle
Yeah,
of Fallujah.
yeah.
We were a part of the first one in April, right after the Blackwater contractors were,
Mhm.
unalived. We were part of that one. Um, but yeah, the major one in November of that year, this major battle of Fallujah, we weren't into that. But the guys in those units needed to be replaced.
Yeah,
They'd gone through so much fighting. So Ponce and I got called in to head back to Fallujah just in time for their parliamentary elections, which are basically their Congress. All right. Um,
yeah, yeah.
uh, yeah, you keep going, bro.
Yeah, no, I remember that. So that's also kind of when it got real. I remember being those 7 tons. Do you remember the ride to the flower factory? It was a long, cold ride. We had to like drive all the way around. We didn't go. Sorry, we didn't go.
Yeah,
We didn't go
bro.
over the
You don't
Euphrates
forget
Bridge.
certain stuff like that.
Huh?
Yep.
Yeah. So I remember
Yep.
as a boot, I was on the floor. I didn't even have a seat. I'm on the floor, and I just remember looking up. And I think we're driving down. I believe it was like Fran, like Fran from coming from the east, going west to the flower
Damn,
factory.
bro.
And
You remember all your streets. You remember
well,
your
I remember
streets and
Fran.
MSRs like real.
Well, Fran was the big one.
Okay,
So I
cool.
remember Fran, but I just remember looking up, and maybe this is why, because I remember looking up, and I was like 18. I was only 18 years old. I was in high school 6 months ago, and now I'm driving in a 7-ton, cold as
Yeah.
fuck. Um, at nighttime, and I'm looking out the 7-ton, and all I see is buildings just blown up at nighttime. Like you could just see the silhouette of the buildings, and I'm just like, in my head, I'm like, okay, it's okay, it's happening. Like, okay, it's real.
Yep.
Okay. This is now
Yep.
it's happening. And I'm like, oh shit.
This is
And then,
Fallujah. You're in it. This ain't the news. This ain't a
yeah,
video game, huh?
and then that's also, this is what the news was talking about. This is what every Friday in SOI we were we were kind of bowing our heads for the people that were fighting in the city. So
Remember, right?
down when we pull up to the flower factory, I don't remember exactly the events and how it went, but I remember going to the flower factory and we relieved the dudes, and they gave us, remember the Haji mattresses, the little thin mattresses you rolled up. Well, one dude gave me a mattress, and he's like, I just remember him, his look. He looked so defeated. He looked defeated mentally, and he's just like, he's like, here you go, brother. Good luck.
Tired.
And like he walked away, and I was tired. He was tired, and I was just like, yeah, I was scared. Like, you know, I was scared right there. You know, I was like, God damn. Like, okay. So, but yeah, I remember that's a moment. That's a moment where, you know, it really hit. Like, you're okay. It's for real now. Yeah, I sure did go through some stuff.
Were you ever a part of a talk in that? I used to call it a soda factory, man, but I'm sorry, it actually was a flower factory. So
yeah.
Thank you for reminding me of that. Did you receiving a talk at night, or excuse me, by like flashlight? Were there that other units were trying to pass word to us about, you know, what had happened and what they seen, and you know, they were trying to give us what to expect in the city. You remember getting a brief like that at night in the dark at that flower factory from the other unit? I think they did it by platoon.
No, I didn't. They might have did it with the squad leaders or something, but I don't remember being a part of that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay, man. Just walk us through anything you remember about that first deployment.
Shitload of patrols, man. Your first. Yeah, a bunch of patrols.
On
shitload
foot now,
of patrols. Right? Yeah, we fucking bunch of patrols. Yeah, just, you know, just
in the heat, you know, tell them 120, 130 degrees, wearing 100 gear and ammo.
I don't even know how hot it was. It was hot. I remember, you know, the first raids I did in real life, you know, that I was able to experience with Guzman, you know, Guzman and everything. Yeah, you know, he taught me how to, you know, he was teaching me his CQB and, you know, all that. So I really paid attention to what he said. So, exactly. Yeah, man. You know, a lot of times the deployments are a blur. You know, I remember little things here and there, but a lot of times it's a blur. You know, it's bunch of patrols, few raids, bunch of posts. You know, so that's how it was, man.
Right on, bro. Now tell me, did it hit you, or were you at all proud that at your age you were already not only trained in infantry school with the Marines, but you were already doing more and being paid for with bigger guns at your age than most SWAT teams, you know, most police officers, most security officers, most executive protection guys? You were already doing CQB, SWAT, mount, you know, direct action, dynamic entry. You were already at your age in Fallujah doing these things.
Oh yeah, that's I think at the time, no, I didn't like take time to sit down and think about like what's going on at the moment.
Because we're around each other. We're all around each other. You're surrounded by SWAT team guys and fighters and operators. So yeah, we don't see ourselves as gotcha.
And then and we just all fuck around. But after, yeah, you start to see it. You know, you start to see like, okay, damn, man, I actually at 18 years old, I had like 2 grenades on my flak jacket. Like, goddamn, you know, you look back and you think about that. But at the time when it was happening, no, I didn't think about it. But later on, you think about it, you know, and that's something with me. You know, me personally, I didn't see the amount of combat that you guys seen, but I've been on many raids. And the thing that kind of like sticks with me a little bit today is I don't know, during those raids, you know, you go in with so much aggression. You go in at like 1 a.m, so much aggression. You kick in doors, assault men, put a little donut charge on whatever, blow it up, whatever you gotta do, battering ram. I remember the looks. Um, like I do remember the looks on the little kids' faces. Like many times you go in, you're screaming, "Emshi, Emshi, Emshi," whatever, yalla, yalla, and you just look and you look down, and you see the little kids crying, and they're just looking at you, like bawling. They're looking at you like a monster, and you just like look at. So those faces I kind of remember, as you're dragging the dudes out of the house and stuff. But yeah, man. So those kinds of things you kind of remember, and then I think those stay with you later in life a little bit, especially when you start having kids and stuff, and you start thinking about all that stuff. But yeah, at the moment, no, I was just we were having fun. I mean, you know, but having fun, kind of,
All right. Now, I don't know anything about everything from your time after that first deployment on. So please walk us through any other deployments, time in the Corps till
Yeah, yeah,
civilian
yeah.
side.
Yeah, so after that Fallujah one, all you guys left. All the seniors left. We got a big boot drop. We went back like a year later. We went to the Al Qaim area. So and then we did 8.5 months there because we got extended while we were in Iraq. Same thing, just same stuff, just a different AO, different region in Iraq. The Al Qaim Syria border is where we were at. Where, so the story of what was it, Corporal Dunham? He was with 3-4 with you guys before, right? The one that jumped on the grenade.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. Corporal Dunham lived in the barracks right next door to me. Can I talk to you about that for a second?
Speak,
Just a
man.
second.
Yeah.
Do you know, bro? Corporal Dunham, for those that don't know, went on to posthumously earn the Medal of Honor. That is the Congressional Medal of Honor. All right. For, then Ponce, you can explain it more thoroughly, the most selfless thing that a Marine can do. All right. Corporal Jason Dunham was a team leader in the Marine Corps Infantry with his team of, lower Marines of lower rank than him. He jumped on a grenade to save their lives. The most selfless thing a Marine can do. All right. Now, he lived right next door to me in the barracks. And I can't tell you now, all these years later, to look back and say, damn, I was 18, 19, living next door to a man, a Marine, a grunt, who would go on to jump on a grenade for his Marines. That kind of love and sacrifice, bro. I remember, knock on his door, he'd tell me to go sweep the catwalk, remember his serious eyes, man. I mean, he was the truth. How in my whole life of world of hearing about Medal of Honor winners around the world, man, um, I can never understand how it is that I got to be living right next door to a Medal of Honor winner, such a selfless Marine. But yeah, that's what it was, man. So when we speak of Corporal Jason Dunham, that's all personal to us in the 3rd Battalion, 4th Marines, especially Kilo Company. And I believe also 3-7, because I believe he extended to go over there with them.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah. Salute. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to cut you off. Just
No,
speak on
you're
it,
good,
please.
man.
Because I saw
No, yeah,
someone
no,
even
that.
this week mention Corporal Dunham, like Twitter or X or something. Even
Oh
mentioned.
yeah, no, I was just saying because where he jumped on that grenade, that's where we were
Yeah.
the second deployment, in that region right there in that city, area. But yeah, man,
So out west, you
that's
said the
crazy.
city was near Al Qaim, near the Syria border.
Yeah, Syrian border, yeah, yeah, right there. Um,
All
I
right,
forgot the name
all
of
right.
the city, man. Like Husaiba or some shit like that. Yeah,
Hussein,
but yeah, man. But
I got you.
yeah, somewhere right there. I think it was. I don't remember 100%, but it's all.
Anything you
Sometimes it's a
remember
blur.
about
Some of
that
the
second
details.
time? Let us.
Fucking same thing, man. Just raids. It changed though. It did change. So the first deployment, we were on foot a lot. The second deployment, so the first deployment, you had all the Kilo Company in at the mansion, at the palace, right? We were all there at the palace. We were just on in different rooms in the palace, every company. In my second deployment, we every platoon was split up. Like every platoon had their own little their own little can't think right now, man. But so we stayed at elementary school. I think one company stayed at a bigger base, and then one company stayed at a train station. So we just spread out a little different, but same stuff, same stuff. Many patrols, raids. One of my good friends, my second deployment, his name was Lance Corporal Guerrero. He was a boot with me, so we were in SOI together. He got blown up. The second deployment, he made it. He's alive. He has one eye. But he did get seriously wounded, and that was September 9th of 2007, I think, yeah, when he got blown up. I do remember that because, yeah, that shit kind of hurt. That hurt at the time. But he made it out, so it's all good. So
Okay.
that second deployment.
Hey, real
too.
quick. Oh,
So I remember this is this is the highlight for the deployment for me personally. I remember, higher ups got some kind of intel about, they found the, they got intel on the dude who made the IED that got Guerrero at the time, right? This is like 2 months after he got injured. And they gave the raid to our platoon, but they didn't give it to one of our squad. So I kind of got mad. I went to the staff sergeant, and I asked him, platoon sergeant, I said, hey, can you let me on this raid with you? And I remember him looking at me and him telling me like he wanted to. He's like, no, because I know the relationship you had with Guerrero, and I don't want you to do something stupid. So I was like, okay. I got mad, went to sleep, and then I remember someone. There's another Lance Corporal named Moreland. He came in. He's like, hey, Ponce, that's what I said. Get your shit ready. You can go with us. Man, I fucking jumped up so happy. I was like, put my gear on. Fucking headed to the little intel brief, and yeah, man. So we ended up doing that raid. And I put myself as number 2, man. And I remember the number 1 man went straight. He didn't bun hook. He just went straight. That's all we knew, right? Bun hook or straight. We were very basic. So the dude went straight. I bun hook. The first room I went into, I remember being like, Imshi. And he said the name. I don't remember the name. They were like Muhammad something, right? He said the name that matched.
Can you let the people know what MC meant?
It means like wait. That means what's your name? I believe. Am I getting it right or am I fucking it up?
Oh, you got it. I just it's just basic for this those that don't know, it means like stop or stop moving, that sort of thing.
Wait, what's the word that means what's your name? What's the word that means what's your name in Arabic? Forgot that.
I remember that one, bro.
Yeah, anyway, that's what I said. I said that, whatever that I forgot. But and then he said the name that matched, and I just remember, we took him out and they detained him. But that did feel good to be able to get the dude supposedly that made the IED for that kind of hurt, that hurt one of ours. But yeah, that's probably the my highlight of that second deployment, really. Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep walking us through the rest of your time.
That's it, man. Came back, got out. Came back, and my time was up. Shit, I had like a year left. They threw me on the rifle range to teach pistol, or to at least to teach pistol. They throw everybody on the range, and then I got out, man. That's it. So my time was only 4 years. That's all I did.
No, don't say that's all, homie, because you just said that's 2 tours in Iraq, right? You did just say that, right?
Yeah. Well, growing in high school, when I joined the Marines, the thing I wanted to do the most was I wanted to be recon. I wanted to go recon, but I can't fucking swim.
Me too.
So like I was all gung ho about like I'm gonna go recon. I'm working out, I'm running, And then I remember like, hey, with the water portion, I'm like, I'll figure it out when I get to that. Man, I almost drowned in boot camp. That shit almost fucking. I had to recall in boot camp because I failed the first time in boot camp. I couldn't swim for shit.
Hey,
So yeah,
it
so that whole
happens.
recon
It
stuff went out the
happens.
window immediately. Yeah, but yeah, because that's what they
Can
said
I
the
tell you
swim
my
ball you
story
need. I'm
about
like,
that?
yeah. Now go ahead.
Can I tell you my story about that real quick? All right. I wanted to be not just recon, but what we used to call force recon before the
Yeah,
Marine Raiders. All right. And you know that that's higher than just recon. That's where I wanted to go. So, an
same.
SOI, School of Infantry East, all right, SOI East, Camp Geiger, North Carolina. I took the NDOC for recon, right? Handled the PFT fine. Right after that, oh, I'm sorry. For those that don't know, the Marine PFT was back when we were in, all right? This is back, 20 years ago. The personal fitness test required a run of 3 miles timed under 28 minutes, as well as 100 crunches in 2 minutes and 20 consecutive pull-ups. All right. And that was broken down into 100-point categories for running 3 miles timed, doing the 100 crunches in 2 minutes, and doing the 20 consecutive pull-ups. Now, obviously, 20 years later, I've heard, yes, they have the combat fitness test and many other things that we don't know about. All right. But let's say, backtrack. I go to from SOI, I take the indoctrination test for recon. After running the PFT, the fitness test, I have a great score. We jump into the pool. I'm doing all the things great. All right, all the drills great. Because I'm from Florida, man. I've been swimming, But there's a difference between swimming and military swimming. Let me tell you that, okay? There's a difference between swimming and wearing full camouflage and boots and going swimming. Listen to you, boy, okay? Because Quans and I had the same issue. All right. Now, it wasn't so much for me at boot camp at that recon test. There's a point, okay, they'll ask you to go like, a certain number of, I don't know, with that 50 times, laps. And then, okay, go down and dive and get a 10-pound brick and bring it up to the surface. The one means they wanted you to wade for half an hour, doing it near all the other Marines. And man, this motherfucker grabbed me. He was going down and drowning, and he grabbed me as he was going down and drug me down with him. And bro, I gotta admit to you, right then, right there, that day, he motherfucking broke my heart. He broke my heart, bro. He made me feel like everything came to the core. Hey, and when we both got out of the motherfucking pool, and I saw him in the locker room. It took me everything not to put my hands on him because he was a little bit higher in rank than me. But I was about to fuck him up so bad, bro. So that was my first heartbreak in the Marines, bro. I was like, fuck, I'm
Yeah.
useless now. What am I gonna do for him? So my bad. Keep going.
No, that's funny because that's actually was mine too, and but it was earlier. It was in boot camp
Okay.
when I failed to swim, and I was
Okay.
like, God
Okay.
damn, I can't even do. I can't even do swim qual 4. Like, how the fuck am I going to go to So that's right there. I was like, okay, ain't no recon for me. There's not, I'm just happy to get through swim qual 4. So shit, man.
Hell yeah.
I thought I could just wing it. I was like, you know what? Because I grew up, I never swam, never did that. So I'm like, I'll just wing that shit. And, nah, you can't wing it.
Nah, bro, it don't work like that. Not with that
No.
sort of thing. Actually, let me say something to you about that. During during our second time over, before we hit Fallujah, we started out in a city called Haditha. All right. We lived at a
Mhm.
hydroelectric dam. I know you heard of it all the time from the other guys. It was a 20-story hydroelectric dam. All right. That dam slowed down the water from, I believe it was the Euphrates River, from flooding the city of Haditha. All right. Um, When you mentioned the swim call, right? There was a time when we had islands near Haditha, right? In near in the Euphrates River. All right. Apparently, some of our small Marine Corps boats, rode past, and that includes the small black, Zodiac rubber boats that you see, the SEALs and everyone else wearing.
Yeah, yeah.
Apparently, while we were in Fallujah and Al Karma, these guys rode past these islands and got shot at. So lo and behold, after we finished Fallujah and Al Karma, and were sent back to Haditha, some of the guys from my platoon get chosen for this 6-man mission. You got 4 snipers, they need a saw gunner, and they need a 240 gunner. Somehow I get picked as the saw gunner, right?
Mhm.
And I'm at first, bro, I'm being honest with these snipers, especially the platoon sergeant, bro. I'm being honest with them. Like, look, I know all you snipers, y'all are the top of the, the food chain. I know you all are swim call 1. You can swim, like fish. I need to be honest with you. I'm only swim call 3. So if I drown, fall off that boat, or anything else, I'm not as likely as y'all to make it back, homie. So I was like, I'm letting y'all know, I'm not on y'all swimming level. I don't care if I'm from Florida or not. You put on all this weight, vest, boots, ammo plates, bulletproof plates. Fuck that. It's hard as shit. Hey, but okay. And the snipers asked me one time straight up, real cool. They were like, "Yo, do you want to go?" I'm like, hell yeah, as long as you cool with me being 3, call 3. They were like, "Look, ask you again. Do you want to go?" Bet, and it was on, Ponce. We went out and did it, bro. You keep going, man. I just had to explain that when it counted, bro. I just had to tell that little, Go
Yeah,
ahead,
man,
man.
that swim crawl, that ain't no joke, man. I mean, well, it's a joke to people who know how to swim, but if you don't know how to swim, that shit is no fucking joke. So, um, yeah, yeah, I don't get in the water. I don't get in the
That's on
ocean.
everything. Hold on. What part of Cali did you say you grew up in? How far from the ocean were you?
Oh, it's right there. I used to go to the beach. We went to the beach growing up, but I didn't have nobody teach me how to swim. I was never put into swim classes.
Oh, okay,
Um,
okay,
yeah,
okay, okay. I
so it was.
got you now. I feel
Hey,
you.
I had no dad to teach me nothing. So everything I learned was in
I
the
got
Marine
you.
Corps. So the Marine Corps taught me how to
Okay, I feel you.
how to drown, and then yeah, but yeah, man, it's cool.
How to drown properly.
Yeah, how to drown
People be like,
properly.
"What? There's a
No
way."
cry. Oh man.
Hell, they even teach us how to get knocked out properly, right? With McMahon, how to fall if you take it, right? It teaches us a different way to get knocked out and cover yourself and get your ass back up. But keep
But
going though,
yeah,
bro. Keep going. So you go from rifle range to getting ready to leave the. Just walk us through. You're out of the Corps. What else?
yeah, that's it, man. So like after, I'm not gonna lie, man. Like I'm a little disappointed in my military service, and this is the reason why, because I went in with some expectations, and I left feeling like I didn't really, um, I didn't accomplish everything I think I could have really accomplished.
Everything you dreamed
I
you would
went
do.
in,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
and a lot of it because I fucked up. When we got back from uh, the first deployment, the Fallujah deployment, they sent me to a course in a leader course in Camp Pendleton. Because all you guys were leaving, so I guess I was going to be I was with a group that they thought they wanted to promote us or whatever. Well, I ended up getting a DUI while I was in that course, and instead of going from a lance corporal to I want to make a corporal because that was the goal, right? The corporal, I want to make a sergeant by 4 years. Um, I got bumped back down to PFC because I got a fucking DUI. So that messed me up, and that's a mistake that I kind of regret, but it is what it is. So I got out the military after 4 years, and then I said I just went to school. I opened up a gym with a buddy. We went 50-50 on a gym. I sold my half because
Where?
I just wasn't feeling it. It was over here in this area. So yeah, I was in
Say
this area.
again,
It was a
city and
CrossFit
all. 'Cause
gym.
remember, we got global.
Oh,
We got global
oh,
fame.
City was in Downey, but I don't own the gym no more. So I don't know. I sold my half. I didn't,
So
it wasn't something I wanted to
Downey,
do anymore.
California.
Yeah, yeah, I was in Downey.
Okay.
But
All right. All right.
so yeah, we opened a gym there. But I just been working at the ports in Long Beach since I've been out, and up until the beginning of this year, now I'm just doing my own thing. So pretty much it, man. But yeah, that's yeah. I mean, just regrets in the military. Wish you could accomplish a little more. But at 18, I didn't. The mindset wasn't all there at 18. So
Now, talk to us about what year and all you started to uh get serious about hunting, and then when you start to take your content online.
so I started getting serious at hunting like 2020. I started thinking like, man, I want to try something different. I'm always trying. I always try different shit, and like we were talking about before, just to be good at a lot of different things or learn different skills. So hunting was something I always wanted to do. I never grew up doing it. No one ever taught me how to do it. But I felt like I'm in shape, and I feel like I could figure it out. So in 2020, I started hunting. I failed, but I was just getting out there. You got to get at it, get after it. I'd be at home, e-scouting online, head out there, fail. E-scout, head out there, fail. So finally, eventually it all clicks. The more you do it. But hunting, I mean, it gives me something to look forward to because, like, yeah, if I don't have like a goal, like something to look forward to at the end of the tunnel, I get bored. And I could get bored. It can mean like I could start drinking or I just start you start maybe negative thinking. So hunting gives me something to really focus on, and it's just great, man. When you get out there to the backcountry, there's nothing like it. I can't even explain how good it feels to be out there. So it's just a great feeling being out there. And yeah, chasing those bears, man. Those bears
Yeah,
take you
where
to some
is your
beautiful
back
areas.
country? What city
Yeah.
is your back country that you go to?
Oh, I can't say that. No, I'm just playing. It's in California. It's in Northern California. So,
All right. All right, good
but
deal.
I
Good
hunt
deal.
down here in
Good
Southern
deal.
California
Appreciate it.
too. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, it's in California though. So California has a big black bear population. So a lot of people don't know that because they just judge, California off the main cities, and the politics in California. But California has a bunch of wildernesses, throughout the whole state. So a bunch of hunting up here or down here, over here. But yeah, man, bear hunting is it's just great. I don't even know how to explain it. It just does something. It does something to you, man. I don't know. Just it's weird. I can't explain it, man. Sorry.
All right, I'm gonna try to relate to you here, but I think you mostly. I don't know if it's legal or not. Do you? How do you hunt bears? Is it legal to hunt bear at night, or how does that work? Because I
No, so
do
we
hogs, so we're gonna talk about that.
I don't know. You can't hunt at night, but you have like 30 minutes after light, and then 30 minutes before light or sunrise. Um, but not see. So how I like to hunt, like I don't like to road hunt. I don't like to just drive around. Oh, we see something. I don't like to do that. I like to I want to feel the pain. Like I want to throw a heavy pack on my back, and I want to hike 5,
That's the
6,
grunt.
7, 8,
That's
9, 10
that
miles. Like
operator, baby.
I have to feel the pain. Like
That's
it's
that
my
infantry
toxic
grunt,
side.
dog.
It's my if I don't know. It's just something in my head. Like if I don't feel the physical pain of going through to get this animal, like I feel like I don't deserve it. I don't know. It's just the way I. Some people torture themselves with drugs and alcohol. I like to torture myself in the mountains, man. I don't know how to explain it, but it's a great feeling after. Like the adrenaline is super high
Oh,
while
I
you're
get it.
doing it, and it just feels good. It feels real good. But yeah, you should come out to California one day, man. We go hunt during bear season.
Hey man, I'm with it. I am if I get everything together, trying to make Sergeant WarDawg TV, this season 2 a lot more about hunting and being off grid, bro. So I'm trying to use every
Yeah,
connection I have from Florida to California and Washington to get out with everyone I
yeah,
know, bro, and make an episode, harvest some great animals, eat it if we can, take some back if we can. Ultimately, bro, the guys, the veterans, the homeless war veterans that are at Camp Doghouse, I'd like to get an RV with a dedicated driver who takes all of us around the country to hunt with people and make episodes, bro. That's where I'm headed
yeah,
with. So
yeah,
yeah, I'd love to be out there with you too, bro.
yeah.
Love to be out there
Oh
with
yeah, that'd be
you
cool.
too, man, because that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Now, let's see. We're gonna go dive a little deep because here we go blood raw and gun barrel straight. Now, let's say you had a young Marine grunt or any ground level combat arms jobs, MOSs from any of the branches. All right, talking about your operators, any tier guys who roll around in the dirt, touch a gun more than once a year. They go get deployed. Let's say I don't know, China, Taiwan, anywhere else. Against the UK, Russia, anywhere. Right? They come back after having put in, let's say, 2 tours, just like you, bro. Talk to them and compare your story about what it might be differently like for a combat grunt to come back. Not any other MOS perspective, because you don't know that as well as you on your own. Come back and talk about just anything from, hey, let's say getting in disagreements with civilians to always looking at 2 and 3 story buildings for snipers, always checking your six, um, not liking to hug people because they could stab you. Anything, bro. What can you tell a new combat vet coming home, a grunt, especially infantry, Rangers, SEALs, Delta, uh, you airborne, you name them, they're out there, right? Green Berets, SF, Marines, Recon, Force Recon, Marine Raiders, obviously your SEALs, obviously the tiers that they have, your PJs in the Air Force, and their operators, Coast Guard guys. All right. Hey, Leo and first responders.
Hmm.
Ponce, give us your perspective on what they can expect, how they can deal with it, and what might be their therapy like you found in the outdoors.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's different, but I mean, what you get in the military, like you get a lot of adrenaline dumps in the military. When you come out, life can be boring. It can get boring. It could get repetitive. It could get boring. Yeah, I think you just got to find something, man. Like I know it's cliche, and it's something I still struggle with. Like I'm 30, 39 years old. I gotta find something to really keep me occupied, my mind occupied. But I would just say, I don't know, find something that really keeps you occupied mentally. Because yeah, nothing's gonna compare to the military. So right off the bat, you don't compare nothing in civilian world to military, like nothing. You're gonna let yourself down every time if you do. So it closed the chapter of the military. It's a new chapter now. It's just a different chapter. That's it, man. I mean, I don't really know what else to say because everybody's different, but that's what helped me right now. And for me, it's like the backcountry is one of those things where just getting out there, hiking, hunting, shooting, that helps me. So keeps me occupied, gives me something to look forward to, like I mentioned earlier.
All right, now to me, you and I, let's talk about what's the difference between backcountry and off grid. Is there a difference?
By the same, I always say it's the same shit. It's the same. Uh, backcountry,
All right,
yeah, same thing. It's all grid technically, right?
right,
So,
right.
yeah,
All
man.
right. I'm gonna show on the screen here. So, can you let everyone know where they can find you online?
Yeah, so that's just my Instagram, dark side underscore dynamics. That's just why, I post my hunting stuff there. It's a place where I like to network with people. Yeah, that's it. Just meet like-minded people. Just like you said earlier, like connections. That you guys can. You never know when you'll need somebody. Or I have met a couple people on there, and one dude took me to hunt with him, which I thought that was cool. He took me coyote hunting. I met another dude on there, so far I'm meeting some good people on that Instagram page, and I want to meet real people, not fake people. So
You say you actually went hunting with a guy that you met on your page?
yeah, his name is Brad. He coyote hunts near me, and we were talking for a while, and he invited me to go hunt with him. So I went with him and appreciated that. Thought that was pretty nice of him and cool.
Okay. 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 Good deal, man. Good deal. Um, let's close off and see what are your three favorite guns?
So my three favorite guns, I got them right here. So my three favorite guns are guns that I use. I don't care what, like I don't have a brand, but so as far as pistol, I like this right here, the MP 2.0.
Do me
MP.
a favor. Don't show it too long because I get YouTube and
Oh,
TikTok
okay, okay.
strikes.
Yeah, so I like the MP 2.0 for a pistol. My rifle, I just seven millimeter Remington Magnum. That's my hunting rifle. It's just a cheap Savage 110. Nothing special with the loophole scope on it. And then my AR, my shit hits the fan gun if I ever need to use it. It's my AR with just an old school EOTech on it that takes the double A batteries. And that's about it, man. Very simple. Nothing biggie, nothing too fancy.
I like that EO Tech selection, bro. I even I keep it original and go with ACOG still to this day, bro. Because that's what we know. That was our era. That was our
Yeah,
time. That's what we put in work with, and we know will work without a doubt, right?
yeah, for sure. Hell yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And I'm sorry. So did you go through all three of them?
Yeah, so yeah, the Savage 110, that's my hunting rifle. That's what I hunt with. I hunt with the 7 millimeter Remington Magnum, and then just the AR-15, just a regular AR-15 down defense. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, man.
A Daniel Defense, what now?
Just a Daniel Defense AR.
All right, all right. Now check
Yeah,
this
that's
out,
it.
bro. You know what SHOT Show is, right?
Yeah.
All right. We got to fire new rifles from, I believe it was Daniel's Defense. I know from Canada it was Cadix Defense. What was your second favorite weapon again? You said because at SHOT Show, man. Matter of fact, I just registered yesterday. Got my invite, the media invite, media pass. If you do it early enough, you get in free for those other media people that are out there. So yeah, the first day is always range day. So yeah, what was that second rifle you meant or second weapon?
It's just my hunting
Second,
rifle. It's just a Savage 110. It's not a high-end rifle. It's just a basic hunting rifle. I have a
all
Leopold
right,
scope on it, and that's about it, man. Very simple.
all right. How about what caliber are you normally using to take out these bear?
7 millimeter Remington Magnum. Yeah, I make my own
Good
ammo too.
deal. Good
Yeah, I
deal.
make my own ammo.
Yeah, yeah. Talk about that. I'm gonna put that up on the screen.
So I got into reloading probably about what? So I got into hunting 5 years ago. I got into reloading probably about 3 years ago, maybe four. I don't know. Yeah, that's all. I just enjoy it, man. I use a Dillon press, and then I load these hammer bullets. So these bullets are from Montana. It's a company in Montana. It's called Hammer, like a hammer. Um, and they turn each bullet on a lathe. Those are like the easiest bullets I've ever loaded. Like, and the most accurate bullets I've ever loaded too, which is great. So that's kind of what I've been loading.
Bro, I can't find any of your ammo videos on the dynamics page. and I'm not gonna pull up your personal, but yeah, I can't show you off with the dynamics, man. With the
It's
I'm
all
sorry,
good.
I can't show off you reloading. Because I'm going through all of them.
No, I
I
don't think
really
I have
want to
anything
show
on
them.
that.
Hell,
Yeah, I don't think I have any on
okay,
there.
okay,
So, yeah, man.
okay. That's all good though. That's all good. But yeah, man. As a Marine, always a fan of you, and I salute you. As a hunter now, I started with hogs, bro, because in Florida they are considered a nuisance. So you have the green light,
Hmm.
take their asses out because they are predators. They will attack, livestock. They will damage uh, uh, your yard, your grain, your grass. I can't think of the damn word. They will damage your fields.
Yeah, they fuck
So
everything
they're a
up.
nuisance, right? So yeah, they do, millions of dollars worth of damage around the country, right? Plus, they're an invasive species. They're always, growing at an exponential rate each year. And they, like I said, they're an invasive species, man. So they will push out other animals, your deer, whomever, from eating things, within their environment. So, every
Hmm.
once in a while, you got to go and take out the predators, right? That's your hogs, your
Yeah, yeah.
bobcats, your coyotes. Hey, I got
The
into
bears.
predator hunting because it was the first time I could use night vision and thermal vision on a legal target again, on flesh. And you know what I mean? Just speak on any of that you can relate to.
Yeah, yeah, because that's kind of what I like doing. I like predator hunting. That's like whether it's coyotes or bears. It's just I don't know, man. To me, it's just fun. I'm not gonna say it's fun, but
It's
I eat
therapy,
the
bro.
animals. I eat the animals though. Like
Yeah,
so.
me. Yes.
Yeah, I would, but I
They
enjoy
call it
predator hunting.
hey, field the table. Field the
Yeah,
table. That's what they
so
call it. Hashtag field the table.
he said that. Yeah, that's right.
It's a real hashtag, bro. I promise.
No,
I
I know.
promise.
It is. Yeah, yeah. Hell yeah. You see the food I made right the other day, yesterday.
Hell,
That's bear. That was bear too.
um, are you talking about the story you had, or was that someone else?
Yeah,
I thought that might have been
yeah. The
someone
story.
else. Were you showing big slabs of
Yeah,
meat?
yeah.
Was that
That too.
you,
That's
or was
bear
that
too.
someone else?
Yeah, I
Was
don't
that
know.
you?
No, that was me. Yeah, yeah.
That was you with those big
That's one
slabs
right
of
there
meat.
on that page. Yeah, there's two right there. That's bear. That's the bear backstrap. But
Got you. Let me see if I can find that one of you cooking because that was bad.
yeah, that one right there. I put a little bit. I put a little too much garlic in that though. But yeah, that's bear though. That's bear meat. It's like stew. So I'm about to eat
All
some after
right.
tonight.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Like bear stew. That's what's up, man. I like that. I like that. All right. Now, like I said, man, I appreciate all that you had, man. I appreciate everything you spoke to everyone about. Knowledge you dropped down for fellow veterans and everyone else, bro. Um, do you have any last words before we close out episode 142?
Nah, man, just thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate you reaching out to me. Thinking I'm interesting and stuff. I appreciate that. So no, that's about it though.
Thinking, thinking, think about it, bro. As a Marine, no one else does what you do except on movies. You feel what I'm saying?
Nah,
You feel
man,
what I'm
it's just
saying
gotta
there?
do it. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate that though, man. Like seriously, I do.
Nah. All right. And then on another part, who else does what you do with bear and hunting except on TV and movies, bro? Nobody. So tell me who else combined. There are not many that are Marine, infantry, multiple Iraq veterans, and backcountry hunters who are, harvesting bear on a regular basis. You're different. You're unique. That's why I had to reach out again and bring you, man. Salute.
Thanks, man.
You
I
dope as
appreciate it.
fuck, man. Don't downplay it.
I appreciate it.
All right, bro. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been episode 142 of the WarDawg Trail podcast. Remember, you can Find out more about the podcast by visiting sergeantwardawgtv.com. You can also follow the WarDawg Trail podcast on Instagram at the WarDawg Trail. We get most of our activity on Instagram, so follow us there, Sergeant WarDawg TV. Follow us with Camp Doghouse, all right, our off-grid homeless war veteran shelter. You can follow us at Camp Doghouse on Instagram, at Camp Doghouse. And finally, you can also check Camp Doghouse at campdoghouse.org. Okay. We are now officially a 501c3 nonprofit organization that is going to be an off-grid veterans shelter. Okay. Our EIN is 99-424-1826. Again, visit us, campdoghouse.org, to find out how we're helping veterans in the Central Florida area. And last but not least, stay ready, stay loose for our female shooters on Team WarDawg, right? You can find them at WarDawg Ladies. They are our female shooters. They will also be highlighting and showcasing female gear and apparel, such as their pink Pro Here USA earmuffs that they now have that have Bluetooth. So while you're at the range, you can now receive calls and listen to music with Pro Here Bluetooth earmuffs, and our WarDawg ladies have them in pink. You also see me rocking my own pair in black. All right, so stay tuned. Hope you enjoyed episode 142, and salute.